"What happened to skateboarding, bro?" Corey asked. His tone carried depressive notes, and I feared where he was directing the conversation. "Content wheel, man," I said. "Everyone's just cranking out videos. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. What are you gonna do?" "I'm telling you," Corey said. "We're watching a de-evolution right before our eyes." "It's true," I said. "Why isn't anyone getting bucked? It doesn't feel like anyone really goes for it anymore." "Seriously, I'm so sick of celebrating mediocrity. These ride-on grind reductionists are ruining skateboarding. I'm talking about the straight white dudes who are not trying." "Define not trying," I said. "I'm talking about these dudes, like this guy here. He spends more time picking out his outfit than thinking of something hard to try. Or that fool who came before. I don't even know his name. He skates fast with fake style, doing the most rudimentary tricks imaginable. As if speed will trick us into thinking he's good. And then the keyboard warriors treat him like he's the second coming of Buzenitz because they're too stupid to recognize contrived body movements. Is it really the skaters' faults? They're not the ones gassing themselves up." "It is and it isn't," Corey said. "I'm sure they're great guys. It would just be nice to see a little effort. But cut the forced arm movements in manufactured form. I'm not buying your Apache Fade waiter's pose, bro. Nobody naturally looks like they just underhand threw a tomahawk after every trick. Maybe they're just not very good? Then why are they sponsored? Relatability, I guess. Think about who buys their shit." "Fuck relatability. I want to feel inspired when I watch a big brand skate video. I just feel like back in our day, when we were AMs, skill mattered. Authentic style mattered. ABDs mattered." I knew what Corey really wanted to say, and I waited for it to come out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Like, why do you think I never made it? 1. Like, what did I do wrong? I sighed. Our conversations on the state of skate often ended here. "You know how fickle this industry is, dude," I said. "It's luck of the draw." I know, Corey said, trying to sound like he didn't really care. "Half my brain knows that, but the other half expects skateboarding to be more of a meritocracy, you know? Like, it should reward talent. Sometimes it's a meritocracy, and sometimes it's not." "I know, but it rewarded you. Why wasn't it a meritocracy for me?" "First off, no. I didn't deserve what I got. I got lucky. You had a moment, though. You got farther than a lot of dudes get. You were just kind of rad-butted. It happens to a lot of guys." "What does that mean?" "You know, he's rad, but..." And then some fried team manager inserts any one of 100 excuses to not pay the guy. "But I did get paid. I just got cut. Why did I get cut?" We'd had this conversation in different forms over the years. Sometimes in passing over the phone, sometimes over dinner with friends, but usually alone at the end of a long night of drinking. The Corey Dunlap gripe. I usually tried to answer with a mix of ego-stroking and sarcasm. "Corey, you were fucking amazing. You worked hard, you put out amazing parts. You just never became a gnarly enough drug addict or alcoholic. Then you could have gone sober and made it your whole personality and marketing gimmick." Corey laughed. Yeah, the good old sobriety sweep. Brush all the mid-performance under the rug and just talk about not drinking while still being a total pothead. Love that tactic. The industry's go-to Cinderella story. Tale as old as time. You blew it. Corey chuckled and then continued. "No, but really, what do you think I did to get cut?" "You didn't do anything wrong, really." "What do you mean, really?" It was time I cut the flattery and tried an honest answer. Blunt words, so rarely offered to friends in skateboarding. He deserved some closure. Well, you know what they say, you're only as good as your worst trick. What was my worst trick? Come on, Corey, don't make me say it. Really, bro? You're gonna blame my entire failed skate career on the 1-foot Smith grind? I mean, it was a 1-foot front-side Smith grind. It was a fun trick, and people loved it. Not the right people, I'm afraid. Corey stood up from the couch and paced back and forth in front of the television. I could tell he was fuming, probably picturing all the posts, all the moments of glory and laughter when he demonstrated one of the ugliest, but somehow hilarious, skateboard tricks one could do. A karate kick while grinding. A trick so lacking in taste it could enrage a die-hard skate fan. We watched the last few tricks by the last dude in the 10A video. He was fantastic, making up for all of the sloppy and subpar skating that came before it. Relax, I said as the credits rolled. Who fucking cares at this point? I'd never been this direct with him, but I was sick of feeding his delusions. His fragile identity couldn't be tied to a career that hadn't panned out. Who cared if it could have? Seeing his home, witnessing his beautiful family and how solid his situation seemed, I didn't understand how he could wish for an alternative life or lament on some perceived injustice. You really think the 1-footed front Smith held me back? Dude, the top brass didn't care if it lit up a demo or got a million comments on social media. All they saw was a dork trick being done in their shoes. That's why they cut my contract? I mean, it could have been. That's what I heard. But who knows? It could have been budget cuts or the fact that you moved to Colorado. It could have been some comment you made to Leon at a party or some rumor that circulated through the team. What rumor? I don't know. There were always rumors. About everyone. Remember how Felix got kicked off? There was a rumor he'd slept with one of Leon's girlfriends. Felix hadn't, but he still got kicked off for it. But you think my contract got cut because of the 1-foot Smith? I do. Yes, I said. I didn't want to reveal anything more, like how I'd been there for some of the conversations, how the end of his career did come down to such pointless pettiness. A man's dreams burned for a silly skateboard trick, done in jest, to share joy and make people laugh. Corey sat down on the couch next to me. He burst out laughing. I looked at him, unsure of how to respond. You gotta admit, that's pretty fucking legendary. I patted him on the back. It's okay, bro, I said. I always liked that trick. So many of the other guys did silly tricks. They weren't cut. That's the beauty and the stupidity of skateboarding, I said. Some people survive the Benihanas, the Willy Grinds, and the 1-foots. Some people don't. You know I had your back, though. I petitioned hard for you after they cut your pay.